boy. Hi! Howl and Tanji are screaming at each other, so chose a good time to start. Okay, I think they're done. Hi! Hello, everybody. Oh, it's a lot of people. Can you hear me okay? Hi! Oh, Appa's awake. Big boy Appa. Howl ate all of the food himself, so. There's no more food! Eat Tanji's food. Well, he's not sure. Hello, everybody. They are cute. They are, that's for sure. Appa! Oh great, Appa's gonna try to stash. He likes to stash under that, like, rug thing. You can't really see it, but that little rug cow print, fake cow print thing. There he goes. It's so gross. I have to clean up after it, like, every day. Sound is great. Awesome. Congratulations on 6,000. Thank you so much, you guys. I can't even believe it. I know my channel is growing super fast. Definitely wasn't expecting it at all. But I'm very, very thankful for it. For sure. Got my lemonade. And I spilled some on my glasses. I know, I can't believe it. I think we got like 1,000 something in just a month, which is really, really good. Really, really good. But I've run out of video ideas, to be quite honest. I don't know what to post next. Your videos are very helpful. Thank you, Elizabeth. Really means a lot to me. Bryn, congratulations for getting 6K subs. I'm so happy for you. You're finally getting the attention you deserve. You're literally the only ferret YouTuber with correct information. Thank you. I love hearing that. Love your channel. Thank you, Mac and Allie. Here before 500 subs. I know. Oh my gosh, insane. I watched almost all your videos about ferrets, and I wish I had one, but I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe in the future someday. Can we see the new ferret that you're fostering? I'm actually not fostering him anymore. He is now our ferret permanently. I can show you Appa. Appa's. Yeah. Oh, look at this big beefcake. He is big boy. He big boy. Oh. Oh, did you just wake up? He smells so good. Smells like rice. You say hi? You say hi? Oh. I phoned up the shelter near me today and to adopt my first 2 ferrets once everything is back to normal. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. How many times do you wash a ferret? Once a year at the maximum, once or twice. But we don't really promote it. It's just, you know, if you really, really need to. Can ferrets eat salmon? Yes, they love salmon. My guys do anyways. What does he smell? He smells so good for some reason. He smells like rice pudding or something. Like rice, but sweet. Like sweet rice. That's what he smells like. These little paws. These little paws. I always put them just on my shoulder like this and walk around the house. Yes? Do you want to get put down now? Okay. There we go. Noodle boy. Yeah, that is what he is. Hi, Carla. I love your videos when you show your ferrets. Oh, thank you. I love showing them too. I just try not to bother them too much. They always get like, meh, leave me alone. I'm getting my ferret on Monday for my birthday. That's awesome. You were such a good ferret, Mama. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Chunky boy. Yeah, he is. Do your ferrets ever have problems digging in water dishes? I've tried to raise it. Yes and no. We now have like a, I thought I had it back there, but you can't see it, like a really heavy, big ceramic bowl, and then I fill it up really shallow with water, and it seemed to work so far. Seems to be working so far. When I get my ferret, it gets really hot. Can I get a small pool and fill it up with a little bit of water and let them swim? Yeah, you can, as long as it's shallow and you don't force them to do anything. Some ferrets don't like being in the water at all. I have 2 snakes. Awesome. Hi, Anna. Is there a behavioral difference between males and females? I wouldn't say that there is, especially if they're spayed and neutered. What type of meat can I feed my ferrets? All different types of meat. I'm getting a ferret. Thanks for the advice. Thank you. Love your videos. Please say my name. It's Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Tell Brian I say hi. Brian?
Yeah.
They say hi.
What?
They say hi.
Hi.
He says hi. I'll soon get a ferret. I'm so happy. Awesome. Do you like the name Lola or Daisy? I'm not huge into popular like people names. I like very odd names. I need ferrets right now, but I have to wait until the end of the summer, but I'm so impatient. Well, the longer you wait, that gives you more time to study up and do even more research on them. Just think of it as a good thing. I'm getting a ferret in like 2 weeks for my birthday. That's awesome. My friend's ferrets are being fed the same Marshall food, that they live in a cage that's smaller than the 1 unit Ferret Nation, and she lets them out once a month for about 10 minutes. Well, that's not good. That's definitely considered animal neglect. I would talk to someone about that for sure. I'm getting a ferret soon. How do you tame it so it doesn't bite you? I have a video on this, but just look up positive reinforcement for puppies and puppy biting, and that will help you a lot. Are ferrets good for gamers? I don't understand what this question means. Gamer is, I don't know what that is. Like what do you mean by that? Are they good for gamers? Do ferrets stay in the cold? I don't really understand that either. I mean, do they stay in the cold? That doesn't really make any sense. Would you recommend me a ferret as a first pet? Well, I don't know you personally, so I don't know, what you're looking for. Do you like Enzo's name? I do like Enzo's name. Please stop spamming "Are ferrets good for gamers?" I don't understand what that means. Sure, they're good for gamers. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. What do you think of the names Remy and Kevin? I like Remy. Do you have to walk ferrets outside? No, you don't. Do they stink, or can you take the smell away? Yes, you can. Oh man, we are at 75 people. That's like the most that I've ever gotten. If you take care of them properly, they won't smell bad. What do you think is the best age to get a ferret? I'd say like 2 to 3 years old. With your new raw video, how long would all that stuff last for one ferret? I don't know, because all ferrets eat different amounts. The amount of food that I was prepping, if that was for one ferret, that would last a very, very long time. Do you like the name Dior for a ferret? Sure. Would the ferret eat my pet fish? Probably not, if it's far, high up from the ferret. Can you feed ferrets live mice? Some people do. Some people are very against feeding live animals. I'm not too keen on feeding live animals because, one, it's really cruel to the prey animal, and with exceptions to like snakes, because some snakes I guess need to eat live, but for ferrets I don't really think it's necessary. I would say, you know, make sure the prey is dead before giving it to the ferret, or else it's just really cruel. And also the mice or the rat can hurt the ferret as well, trying to protect itself. So it's really stressful for both animals involved. My ferret's name is Evie, after my favorite Pokemon. She just turned 2 in January. That's awesome. My raw feeding Miami order is arriving today. Awesome. Would you say like 3 months? 3 months for what? What harness do you use for your ferrets? I have the Critter Jeans one, and somehow Enzo can slip out of it. I don't really know the brands of them. I got them off of Amazon though. Oh my gosh, there's so many messages and so many people watching. I love your videos, they make me happy. Thank you. I hope I get these ferrets named Lucy and Ethel. That's really cute. I like those 2 names. I sewed hammocks for my ferret, and my dad made ramps for her. By the way, I love your videos. You're the reason why. I'm planning on getting another one. That's awesome. Can you show a ferret? Stuff happened last night and I want cheering up. Yeah. Hi, Momo. Come here. We got Momo. Ooh, breaking everything. Here's Momo. She's got her winter coat. If you can't tell, she's very, very fluffy. You're very fluffy. Yes. She usually gives me kisses. Yep, there she goes. Can ferrets shed? Yes, they do shed. What does she smell like? She smells like nothing. You saying hi? Oh, someone's tired. Someone's tired. What is the worst name for a ferret? I don't know. There's probably a bunch. Look at her. Woo! Want to get put down now? She's staring at me. Okay, say goodbye. Down you go. I don't know how to convince my parents to let me have a ferret, but in the meanwhile, I'm going to study. That's good. You can never do too much research, for sure. My mom is getting me 2 ferrets for my birthday in 5 months. That's awesome. I gotta scroll back up. Holy cow. Ah. Okay. Where am I? You're very smart on the topic of loving slinkies. Were you ever working at a vet or something with long boys? No, I've never worked at, I almost got a job at a vet office, but the hours are just like really, they were scary to me. It was like 7 to 7, and I don't do well with that many hours in a day of working away from, you know, my home and away from the ferrets. So I worked at a boarding place instead. I've worked at 2 different boarding places for pets, and the one that I just recently was working at, we did take ferrets, but we didn't take many of them. So why is Tanji going to be the only one with a summer coat this summer? Well, actually, Tanji and Pazu will, because Appa, Momo, and Howl just got their winter coats in. So I don't know if they're on a reverse cycle, meaning they'll have winter coats throughout the summer, just the way that they're bred, and then get their summer coat in the winter, or they just got it late and then maybe they'll shed it before summer, but that's unlikely. Is it okay to have a ferret if I go to school? Definitely have more than 1 ferret, and it really depends on what, you know, what situation you're gonna have them in. How do you tell Momo and Appa apart? Yeah, it's really hard to tell them apart right now because she's getting very fluffy. Appa is still bigger than her, and he does still have like a darker marking on his back, and his whole head is very white. I don't know. I'd have to take pictures of both of them together so I could show you guys what I'm talking about. I gotta scroll back. I'm so sorry guys if I missed your questions. I missed a lot of them. So if I didn't see it, feel free to type it in again. Have you ever been scared when your ferrets were dead sleeping? Not me personally, but it's freaked my mom out a couple times. How old are you and your ferrets? I am 22, and Pazu, everyone is 1 year old except for Tanji. He's apparently 3, just turned 3. And Pazu will be 2, Pazu and Howl will be 2 over the summer, and then Momo and Appa will be 2 next fall. Is it safe to get a bird if I have 2 ferrets? Just keep them in 2 totally separate rooms. The ferrets will probably still be able to hear the birds, and it might drive them a little bonkers, but as long as the birds can't see the ferrets, I'd say. Can I fly to America and steal Tanji and Momo? No. I don't think you can fly anywhere right now anyways. What do you think of the name Candela? Candela? I like it. Can you feed ferrets wet cat food? Sure, but I wouldn't recommend it. What is the best age to get a ferret? 2 to 3 years old is a good age. How common is it for ferrets to dead sleep? Not that common. It doesn't happen every time they go to sleep. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys if I don't see your questions. Do you still think Dr. Elsie's clean protein is still okay if raw is not an option? Yeah, it's pretty decent. Hello. God, I'm hungry. I'm sorry to hear that. I have my my guilty pleasure, my cheddar fries. And there is a bit of a delay, so I might have answered your question, so just be a little patient. What do you think about the names Cinnamon and Mabel? Mabel? I like them. Bryn, I think you can put the chat on slow or something. They have to wait like 30 seconds or something to chat. I wonder if I can. Let's see. Oh my gosh, 82 people. Holy cow. Holy cannoli. Yeah, I don't know how to slow it down via this thing. Hold up, let's see what. Give me a sec. Gonna figure it out. Let's see. Hold on guys, just give me a second. Okay, I don't know how to figure it out. I'm gonna have to do it next time. Do you like the names Slinky and Dinky? Sure. How did you get into YouTube? I've actually been doing YouTube for a very, very, very long time now. I'd say probably like 7 years? I don't know. I used to do like makeup tutorials. I used to do a lot of makeup tutorials for like certain characters and stuff. And then I did regular makeup stuff, skincare videos, like clothing videos. And then I did a lot of horse content. So I did a bunch of horse videos, and here we are. Any name is good or bad is your opinion. That is very true. Everyone has their own opinion on what is a good name and what is a bad name. How often do your ferrets dominance fight? Not very often. Is it normal to be extremely stressed when you get when you first get a ferret? Yes. Do you have any suggestions for caring for a deaf ferret? I have a blog post on deaf ferrets if you're interested in reading, but it's not much different. Like Momo and Appa, it doesn't really affect them at all. Would you say the food you ordered would last like 3 months for 2 ferrets? Again, it depends on how much the ferrets eat. You know, if they're babies, they'll go through so much food, but if they're not, they won't, so on. I actually have a barn. That's awesome. I would love to have a barn more than anything. I would love to have a barn and a large yard. Do you think you would ever own a horse? I used to own a horse, and I would love to again in the far future when I buy a house someday. I would love to have some horses again. Have any of your ferrets bit you? Yes, and Appa bit me on my finger. That black dot is from Appa biting me a couple weeks ago. On accident. He bit me on accident. When did you first get your ferret? I got Pazu September would have been 2018, I believe. I think it was September. Sounds about right. I really wanted to have a ferret, but my parents hate animals. I don't know why. Oh, that's sad. Both of them had pets when they were young and they just won't let me. Do you have any tips like how to convince them? If your parents are absolutely adamant and they don't like animals, there's probably nothing that you can really do about it. You have to respect them because it's their house and, you know, they pay for the house. They work to support the house. They work to support you. So you do have to respect their decision. Like for me, I had to wait until I turned 18 and I could pay for everything myself before getting ferrets. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. It's in a different currency, but thank you, whatever amount that it is. I don't know how to translate it, but thank you. Is ocean and coral good names? Sure. I think those are cute. I'm getting multiple ferrets in a few weeks. Thanks to your channel helping me out. Awesome. I love to hear it. I barely have any money left. I'm in my account. That's the biggest donation I can do. That's perfectly fine. You didn't even have to do that. Don't worry about it. If you could have any animal besides ferrets, what would it be? I would love to have a horse, but I would only want one if I could keep it at my house. Like, I don't want to board a horse ever again. It's just too much for me. Too much money for me, for sure. But I would love to have, I would want to have a dog before a horse, so I guess my answer would be a dog. How do I convince my parents to let me get ferrets if they won't listen to what I have to say? The same thing that I've been saying. You do have to respect your parents when you're living under their roof, and if they don't want you to get something, then don't do it. I know it sucks to wait, but it's worth it in the end. Should I get chew sticks for ferrets? No, those are not healthy. What is a great kibble? None, sadly. How did you give your ferrets their names? Pazu and Howl are from Studio Ghibli movies, and Appa and Momo are from Avatar The Last Airbender, and Tanji's name was already Tanji, so I didn't pick his name. I'm trying to foster ferrets, but there aren't any up for foster, so I'm thinking to go to a shelter 4 hours away, but not sure if they're still open. They're the only Texas ones on your list. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea to wait until, you know, things go back to normal. What's your favorite animal? Ferrets. I like ferrets. I love mink and bears. I love bears. Would you say that ferrets are becoming more popular, or do you think they have been popular? That's a good question. I think it really depends on the area. Like around here, and around where I grew up, apparently they weren't super popular pets. That's what the vet techs would tell me over there. They'd say like, oh, we never see ferrets as much anymore. So I don't know. My parents say I can get a ferret, I just have to pay for it. Yep. If you can pay for it, you know, then some parents are willing to let you get one. Do you know anybody that is giving away ferret stuff in Colorado? No, I don't. No. What is your face routine? It's so clear. Thank you so much for saying that. You have no idea how much that means to me. I have been struggling with like skin problems for a year, almost 2 years now. No, a year out of nowhere, and I've really struggled trying to figure it out. So now I wash my face with Eucerin cleanser. Not every day. I can't do it every day. Every other day. And then I use lotion. I just use like Aveeno. This is the only lotion I can use on my face, or like it just gets all, you know, red and bad. If I had a white ferret, I would probably name him Malfoy because of Harry Potter. I love that. I would love if you did that. Did you know that ferrets used to only be for royal people? Yeah, they used to be, you know, considered a very, I don't know, a luxury pet, I guess. Ferrets are super uncommon here in towns and super common in the countryside for ferreting. That sounds about right over there. I live on a farm, so we have horses, chickens, and a cow. We also have cats, dogs, and a ferret. That is like my dream. I would love to have cows, pigs. I wouldn't use them for anything. I wouldn't, you know, kill them for meat or anything, but I would just collect them. Let them live happily on my farm. Do you like the name Russell? I used to know a lot of people with that name growing up, so I personally wouldn't use it, but, I mean, you can use it. Hi, Bryn. I've had my ferrets for 2.5 weeks, but her skin is really flaky and itchy. What can I do? Well, that could be a sign of many things. It is shedding season and they get itchy. Of course, you know, I'm going to recommend feed a balanced raw diet that helps with the itchiness and skin problems. If you're feeding kibble, you can feed weekly eggs and make sure that you're feeding kibble in water. And yeah, that's really all you can do. Do you like the name Diamond and Otto? Sure. Bye, Libby. Thank you so much, Lori. I really appreciate it. Congrats on 6,000. Thank you. What's your blog? It's, I believe it's just Pazuandfriends. Pazuandfriends.blogspot.com. I have to text my mom back. Hold on. Pazu and Howl are my favorites. I was also thinking about the name Whisper, too. I like the name Whisper. Yes, Howl? You okay, Howl? Say good ferret names. I mean, the names that I consider good, you probably think otherwise. I like really, really weird names. And a lot of names from... Howl, do you mind? He's just running around scraping his claws on the floor. Yeah, I like character names too, obviously, because that's what I've been using. And I like themes. I love Harry Potter names. I said that my next ferret was going to be named Sirius, but after Sirius Black and Harry Potter, but it doesn't suit Tanji, so I kept Tanji's name the same. How do you like the name Noodle? It's good, but a lot of people name their ferrets Noodle. A lot of them. I was thinking of naming my ferrets Bambi and Honey. Do you like those names? I do like those names. I like the name Bambi. I love the little zombie. I know, it's super cute. Why is there a zombie? I don't know. That's how I can change it. I just haven't changed it yet. How do I keep my ferret not being depressed? Well, if your ferret's depressed right now, you're definitely doing something wrong. Give them enough free roam time. Make sure that you have other ferrets for them to play with. Make sure that you're not just keeping them in one room. You have enough toys to stimulate them, and so on. Could I give one egg every 5 days to one ferret? Sure, you can do that. Yes, a single unit critter nation is fine for 2 ferrets if they're only in it at night. I would say that that's fine. I thought of Ciri from The Witcher. Yeah, I'm gonna actually start playing that game soon. I've never played The Witcher 3, and I just got it, so I'm gonna be playing it soon for the first time. What do you think about the name Peep for a ferret? That's cute. Are the names you chose for your ferret's Avatar the Last Airbender? Yes, Momo and Appa are from Avatar. Bandit is the most basic of ferret names. I swear every ferret's name is Bandit. Yes, Bandit is a very popular name. Does your mom like your ferrets? Yes and no. She likes Pazu a lot, but does she like Momo? She has a love-hate relationship with them. And I know she's gonna watch this, so I have to be careful what I say. My parents say that they think they are way too much responsibility for me because I neglected my hamsters, but I really did love them and never neglected them. And they say we have too many pets. Well, if they, if you have too many pets, you gotta listen to them. And if they ask them why they think that you neglected your hamster. I think that is a very important thing to ask and to figure out, because what you think wasn't neglect might have actually been neglect, but you just didn't know any better. So that is definitely a big red flag for me. So figure that out before you proceed. Hey Bryn, if I had ferrets, I would name them the girl Pepper and the boy Blizzard. I got the name from the drink Dr. Pepper and DQ Blizzard. That's really cute. Oh, my mom's watching. Have to be nice. Those are very, very cute names. Brian would like Dr. Pepper. He loves Dr. Pepper. Do you like the name Shippo? It means steel in my language, and it also is the name of one of the characters of my favorite anime. I do like that name. Have you thought about branching off on topics regarding your channel, or do you want to solely remain creating ferret content? You're very knowledgeable, and I respect that. That is a very good question. Brian is always telling me that I should make like other types of content. It would all definitely be still animal related. I don't plan on it anytime soon, like branching out into anything else, but I'm sure like when I get a dog in the future, I'll want to do like dog raw feeding videos and dog raw information and all that great stuff, because like feeding dogs raw is like a whole other world, and it's very interesting in itself. So I'd love to make content on that someday, but nothing soon unless, you guys have ideas for me. I usually name my pets after foods. I'm thinking Mochi next? Do you mean mochi? Or is mochi a food? What's a way to make money without a job? I mean, that's really the only way to make money, right? I mean, if your parents don't give you an allowance, I mean, you can do like babysitting, pet sitting, I guess, but that's a job. What about the name Piper? I do like the name Piper. Do you like the name Matilda? I do like the name Matilda. If I ever have a daughter someday, her name will be Matilda. That is my most favorite name on this planet. So that's funny that that's the name that you came up with to ask me, because that is my most favorite name ever. But I wouldn't name my animals Matilda, because that's reserved for my kid someday. Lily wants you to say hi. She is sad people are being mean to her on Roblox. Guys, apparently people are being mean to my little sister on Roblox. Can you guys say, I don't know, cheer her up? Cheer my little sister up. Hi, Lily. I miss you. I wish I could be hanging out with you. Did you succeed feeding the smelt? I did succeed. Thanks for asking. I put it in their like organ soup and they ate it. So I haven't actually fed it on its own yet, but that will be soon. I do like them. They're like just tiny little, they don't smell bad, and yeah. I would love to see videos on raw feeding dogs. I stand by the facts supporting its research. Yeah, I mean, I love learning. Most of what I read up on and stuff is raw feeding for dogs and cats, because obviously there's not a lot on ferrets. So I've learned a lot about dogs in the process. Will my ferret climb on my tapestry? Depends. The ferrets don't climb on this, but they can't exactly reach it, so just have it high up enough, Hi, Lily. Aw. What's her account on Roblox? I have Roblox. I'm not sure what her username is. How old is she? She sounds funny. I always forget how old she is, but she's under 7 years old. That's so bad. She's gonna get so mad. She's gonna start screaming at the TV. Oh, she sent me a video. This is her. She's waving. She said love you. That's so cute. What's your little sister's Roblox user? I don't know what her Roblox username is. Now everyone is talking about Roblox. Do you recommend ferrets for kids? Not really. What is your recommended age for a child to own a ferret? Out of curiosity, because on TikTok lots of young kids have ferrets. That's a really good question. I definitely think that they're best for kids at least 16 years old, I would say. 15, 16 years old. But of course, you know, some kids are very mature, like mature 13-year-olds and whatnot. But generally, that's what I would say. What do you think about ball pits? They are fun, but I would use ping pong balls instead of like the plastic balls, because Pazu is very very interested in the balls and likes to chew on them. So okay, her username on Roblox is LilyAnnaRS, so it's LilyAnnars. So if you want to play with Lily, you can add her. What's your opinion on raw feeding dogs? Love it. I mixed smelt with my ferret's bone, meat, and liver. He smelled it and walked away, even with spoon feeding. Yeah, a lot of ferrets, sometimes it can take them a bit to get them to eat fish, because it's like a whole other smell than regular meat. But once they do, they tend to like it. But there are some that the ferrets like still will not eat. Like sardines, they really don't like sardines because they're really stinky. Do you recommend insuring your ferrets? Another great question. At least here in the US, there aren't really any great plans for ferrets, and according to my research, it's not really worth it. They don't cover the things that you'd want covered, so I usually pick a movie theme and choose names that I think suit their personality. It's all up to what you like. Yeah, that's usually what I do too. Can I see your ferrets? They're all sleeping. They're all sleeping. I asked my dad why he said I was neglecting them, and he just ignored me. I think he just wants a reason to not get them. Well, if, you know, they really, really don't want you to get them, maybe it's a good idea not to, or just to wait until you get a little bit older. Do you think that a 11-year-old child can get a ferret? I mean, I wouldn't. Like, if I had an 11-year-old kid, I probably wouldn't get them a ferret, not until they turn 15 or 16. Oh my gosh, 87 people. I've never had this many people watching before, ever. We usually get like 40 or 50 at the max. Yes, raw egg is good. What kind of fish can I feed my ferret and how often? Fish once or twice a week, twice at the maximum. I like to feed mackerel. Usually it's horse mackerel. And smelt, salmon. They love salmon. I recommend doing salmon first if you haven't given them fish. What else do I give them? That's like the bulk of the fish that I feed them. And then I also give them green-lipped mussels, which isn't really fish, but you know what I'm trying to say. So once or twice a week. If your parents won't let you get a ferret, you can always get one when you're living on your own and can do whatever you want. That is very good advice, Evan. And yes, do keep the ferrets and guinea pigs far separated from each other. I got my Ferret Nation cage today. That's awesome, Aubrey. I'm playing Animal Crossing right now. Everyone's always playing Animal Crossing. I don't have Animal Crossing. I only put the wet food above kibble just because it's wet, really. So as long you can feed the Dr. Elsie's, just put it in water. I live in New York too. That's awesome, Abby. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much. Happy 6,000 subs. How old are you? I'm 22. Hold on, I'm getting a little dark. I'm getting a little dark. There we go. I'm bright again. What's a good raw treat to feed ferrets often. Chicken hearts are a great treat. Oh, and don't forget, everyone's, stop cheating. What? Don't forget to, if you guys want to join my Discord, please do join. My link, here, I'll post the link to my Discord. I'm on Discord pretty much every day, pretty much every hour of every day, so if you want to talk to me, that is the best place to chat with me. Or if you just want to chat with other ferret people. Oh, poop. Hold on. Ugh, I can't. I don't know why it doesn't let me. It doesn't let me, type my link in here. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna give you my link. There we go. That should work. Cool. Join my Discord, guys. You won't regret it. Am I, like, laggy? No, I'm good. If you feed your ferret kibble, do you have to put water in it? Yes, it's highly recommended. I recommend that you put your kibble in water. You feed it in water. Do you still have your foster? Yes. You're so pretty and your face is so clear. I have a lot of acne, sadly. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, and thank you so much for the compliment. I love the Discord group. We're like a big family. Yes, we are like a big family on my Discord group. I'm very happy that it's been successful so far. We recently moved from a huge house where my ferrets roam the whole house to a tiny house the size of a garage. The ferrets are not happy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully it's not permanent, you know. Do you have any more info on why Marshall's is bad? Well, I mean, I don't know what more you want, but unfortunately there is not a lot of information. If you Google Marshall's, you won't get a lot of stuff, sadly. But just know that it's an animal mill. They test on animals, yada yada. Tips on getting my ferret to stop terrorizing my dog by biting his tail and legs. Positive reinforcement training, for sure. I have 2 ferrets, but they don't really play with each other. They have always lived together. They might just not be super playful. My ferrets only play, you know, like once a day with each other. They'll interact with each other, but they'll have like one big roughhouse session once a day. Where's a good place to foster a ferret from in New York? Well, it depends on where you live in New York. New York is a very large state. How old do you have to be to pet sit? I don't think you have to be an age, but yeah, I don't think there's a certain age you need to be. Do ferrets and pit bulls usually get along? Sure. I love the waterfall background in your room. Thank you. I don't think there's a waterfall though. I think it's just like fog. I think this is fog. But you know, that's fine too. Do you have a skincare routine? I talked about it earlier, but I just wash my face like every other day. I can't wash it every day. I have very sensitive skin, and then I use lotion, just normal unscented lotion. I use unscented everything for everything, like shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, everything is unscented. Oh, gotta scroll down. If you guys are, for those asking if I know if there are any ferret rescues in state, like whatever state you're in, I don't know off the top of my head. That would be a lot of shelters, but if you go onto my Discord under Ferret Finder, I have like a huge list of shelters in every state. My mom texted me, can ferrets eat meatballs? I don't know if that's Lily's question or if it's her question, but no, meatballs are not great because they're seasoned, usually. Hey Bryn, I was on your live and the ferret I was talking about has now passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Where do you recommend to get a ferret in California? Ferrets are illegal in California, so none, unfortunately. Should I get 1 or 2 ferrets? Always more than 1, guys. Is the ages 12 to 14 okay for pet sitting? Yeah, I'd say that's a good age range for pet sitting. I know that letting dogs and ferrets play together is bad, but what if the dog is really zen and chill? I wouldn't say that letting dogs and ferrets play together is bad at all. As long as the dog is well-natured and, like you're saying, really zen and chill, should be fine as long as it's supervised play. Are ferrets allergic to scented washing detergent? Yes, they tend to be very sensitive to scented items. So scented detergents, you shouldn't be using candles, room sprays, Febreze, any of that stuff. Avoid using with them. Are your ferrets completely free roam? Yes, I do not have a cage. Well, technically I do have a cage in my car. It's Tanji's cage, but it's in my car. Ooh, excuse me. How much would you make pet sitting? It's totally different, whatever you charge people. But the younger you are, don't expect to, you know, make a whole bunch of money. What's your Discord's name? I can't join by the link. Oh, I don't know why the link doesn't work. Do you want another ferret? I'm not allowed to get another ferret. Brian says I'm at my maximum. Do your ferrets like it outside? Some of them do, some of them don't. Pazu likes to... Oh, thank you for the subscription. My little zombie guy. What was the question? Oh, Pazu likes to go outside, but then he wants to come right back inside. Howl's a little nervous outside. Momo and Appa and Tanji have a blast outside. They like it out there. How do you start pet sitting? You can use an app. What is it called? I don't remember what the app is called. There's a very popular app for pet sitting. I don't know if you need to be a certain age, though, to use it. Yes, don't support pet stores, guys. Pet stores that sell live animals. Not good. When you say free roaming, are they still free roam when you aren't there? Yes. I don't have a cage again, so they just roam the house if we're not here. Soon I will be rescuing 2 to 5 ferrets. Wow, awesome. Can you use the pet safe Febreze when your ferrets are out of the room? In theory, I guess you could use it and leave the windows open and make sure your ferrets aren't in the room. Remember for Discord, yes, guys, remember if you want to join my Discord, you have to be at least 13 years old. You have to be at least 13 to use Discord at all, and I think for YouTube as well. So be very careful when you're, you know, saying your age. I don't recommend that you do that, and I don't recommend that you join if you're under 13. Okay, moving on. What first aid kit do you use for your ferrets? I just made a post on my blog on first aid kits for ferrets. Thank you for the subscription, XX Creatures. Wag or Rover, yes. Oh, you have to be 18, okay. Yeah, for like younger, I think people just usually like hand out flyers in the mailboxes and stuff. Just stick to your neighborhood that you live in. My friend keeps saying she only lets her ferrets out for 30 minutes. Well, that is very not great, and that is considered animal neglect, so that's not good. How long did it take you to put together your Ferret Nation cage? The first time took me a long time. I had to do it with my mom, and it took us a lot of trial and error. It probably took us like an hour to put it together, but now when I do it, I can do it myself, and I can do it in like 10 minutes maybe. Once you do it a few times, then it's really easy. What is a good gift to give a ferret person? Oh, thank you so much for the subscription, Aubrey. What is a good gift to give a ferret person? Like a ferret gift? That's a good question. Probably a gift card to wherever they get their food. Like, if someone were shopping for me, I would love a gift card to, like, Raw Feeding Miami. Or, like, wherever I order my raw online. That would be a really good gift. There's a really cute ferret plushie that's sold on Amazon that I have on the dashboard of my car. I really like that. And they also have, like, little ferret necklaces. Oh, and try Etsy, too. Etsy has a lot of good ferret-related stuff on there. Yes, definitely depends on the dog's behavior. I don't think that the breed really has anything to do with it. I think training has a lot to do with it. You know, if you have a hunting dog that is trained very well to hunt, you might want to be careful with them. But for hunting breeds that have no training in hunting, not usually an issue. My dog at home is a Vizsla mix, so she is a hunting breed, but she's not trained to hunt, and I've never had a problem with her with the ferrets. Guys, please stop asking me which kibble brand to get. I don't like to talk about kibble. I've already talked about it on my videos and I don't like promoting it, so I hope you can understand that there are none that I would actually recommend to people. So yeah, there's that. How do you find the where to foster ferrets on the Discord? So it's under the Ferret Finder channel. That's where all the shelters are. If you can't find it, ask in the Discord and someone will help you. Yesterday, my ferret got loose outside without us knowing, and we almost gave up right until he came back scratching at the door, and we were so happy, but he did get a little sick, so we're taking him to the vet. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Victoria. That's like my worst fear ever, is them getting outside and me not knowing. So because they don't have a cage, whenever we leave the house, sometimes we'll close them into the bedroom, this room, so we can just make sure that they don't, you know, sneak out. But we always double check. Oh, thank you, Kit Monster, for the subscription. We like turn around when we go outside, check the door frame to make sure that they didn't get out. What happens if your ferrets get the corona? Would they die? So far, it looks like that the ferrets that have gotten corona from being injected with it at the testing labs, they don't get very sick. So that is good news to hear, in my opinion. They don't get very sick. Some of them don't show symptoms. So it doesn't seem to be a huge issue for them. It doesn't seem to affect them the same way that it affects us. What's your Discord again? Okay, I'll link it again. Hold up, guys. Here we go. Don't you have a dog? Yeah, I do have a dog at home. She's a family dog, though, so really she belongs to my parents. I wish that I could have her with me. I would have her with me in a heartbeat. A ferret is behind me. I heard one earlier. How do you work Raw Feeding Miami? So it's just an online site. It's just like any other online shop. You add things to your cart, and yeah, that's really it. Make sure that it ships to your state in a timely manner. Is it bad to just get one ferret? I do not personally recommend getting just one ferret. My ferrets have gotten out before. It was awful, but after 5 hours of searching, I found them shivering in someone's shit. Aw. They were so happy to see me, though. They've been really sweet since. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry you had to go through that, and I'm sorry the ferrets had to go through it, too. Hi, I don't have the Ferret Nation cage in my country. Do you recommend any other cage? Well, that depends on a lot of factors. What cages do you have in your country, and how much free roam time are you going to give? Can they send to Europe Raw Feeding Miami? No, they can't. They're based in Florida, so they wouldn't be able to ship over there. But there are many raw feeding sites in Europe that you can use instead. And if you want to know some names, if you go into the Discord, I have a lot of European-based members, raw feeders, that will be able to help you. Cat toys are acceptable for them to play with, right? As long as it's supervised. Yeah, cat toys are great. If you get one ferret, they will be unhappy. That is true, Abby. I'm selling a ferret painting on Etsy soon. I'm excited. That's awesome. Can you feed raw and dry? I do not recommend feeding ferrets raw and kibble together because a kibble-fed ferret's stomach is very alkaline and a raw-fed ferret's stomach is very acidic. So when you mix the two together, it just causes, and it has caused, bacterial overgrowths in their system, because with the acidity of the raw meat and then the alkaline stomach from the kibble, it just doesn't doesn't mesh well for ferrets in particular. Is Hair Today a good raw feeding supplier? Yes, I do really like Hair Today. They're one of my favorites for sure, and I'm going to start ordering from them again next month. I like that they have a reward program, so like each time you buy something or review something or post a picture of one of their products, you get points, and that gets money off of your order, which is really awesome. I think that's like the only raw feeding site that really does that, so I really like it. So if you go on there, you probably see like my reviews on every product because I'm trying to get those points. Oh, and I think I have a referral link for Hair Today if you go into the description of my video. So if you're going to use Hair Today, order through that link that I have in my description, because I think you get points and I think I get points too. So oh Tanji's trying to get up here. Hold on, buddy. We got Tanji, guys. Oh, thank you for that. He's looking good. He's getting a little softer. He's still a little scraggly, and he's still a little thin too, but he doesn't look awful. No. Hi, buddy. His hair's growing back on his neck too. Yeah. What do you see? Do you see us in there? Are you looking at yourself? He's so cute. He's got the pinkest nose ever, doesn't he? He got the pinkest nose ever. Okay, you want to get down? The Discord is now crazy. Oh boy, I can't wait to see later. If you had one recommendation for a new ferret owner, what would it be? If I had one recommendation and they already had the ferret, it would be to make sure you're giving enough free roam time. If the person didn't already have the ferret, then it would be make sure you have a lot of money saved up. That would be my recommendation. Doesn't Raw Feeding Miami have reward points? Maybe they do. I've only ordered from them once, so I'm not sure. Is it possible to have a rabbit with a ferret? Absolutely not. That can never happen. Do not have your ferret with your rabbit. One of them will die. I haven't been eating any of my cheese fries. What's your opinion on taking ferrets out on a leash? Is it advisable or not? Yeah, if you have a nice harness, don't like clip it to a collar. Do a harness. Okay, last question, I promise. I just got 2 new ferrets, my first, and they're both kits. And do they change coat colors when they get to a year? Some of them will change colors as they get older. Like Howl, for example, he's my silver ferret, and he'll probably, when he gets older, he'll probably turn all white. I'm not sure. Or he'll just be looking a lot lighter. And Appa, as he gets older, he'll probably lose his like black markings on him and he'll be all white. Momo will probably be all white. Pazu and Tanji will be the only ones that don't turn all white. How many oatmeal baths should I give my ferret in a year? 1. Do you live with Bryn? Yes, I do live with Bryn. So a raw egg in the morning is bad to do with a kibble-fed ferret? No, not at all. I get my harnesses off of Amazon. I just look at the reviews, if they have good reviews. Can I walk my ferrets and my dogs together? Yeah, you definitely can. I've actually walked my ferrets. Well, I would say if you have someone else to hold the dog, that's better. Like, I wouldn't be able to walk ferrets and a dog at the same time. But I've actually walked my ferrets. It was Pazu. I've walked Pazu, and I think it was Lily. Lily would walk my dog, Sedona, and then my mom would walk my cat. So we would be outside with Pazu, my cat Juniper, and my dog. Funny sight. The neighbors probably think we're insane. So yes, you can do that. Yes, your ferret will escape through a window if you give it the chance. No, you cannot. Guys, do not introduce guinea pigs or rabbits or anything to ferrets. Even like reptiles, snakes, lizards, they should also not be introduced to ferrets. Birds, no. Are they expensive? Yes. Bye, Bryn. Congrats on 6K. I remember when you were just at 1K. Bye again once again, congrats. Thank you so much. Have you ordered from Pet School or Studios? Yes, she's actually one of my really, really good friends on Instagram. And I've been talking to her for a year now, maybe a little less than a year. But she's awesome. I highly recommend her. Great customer service from her. She'll work with you, you know, she's great. Highly recommend. I live in a big house and sometimes I feel alone. Because of this, when I asked my mother if I could get a ferret, she said yes. That's awesome. I'm Tanji. I wish I lived in a big house. How long have you and your boyfriend been together? 2 years. Yeah, you can get a cheap litter box. That's fine. Guys, I do have a video on how to convince your parents to get you ferrets. Just so you know. If anyone wants to post the link, go ahead. Hi, Bryn. Do you remember me from your other stream? Yes, I do remember you. Wow, am I already at 6.3K? That would be insane if that's true. Do you like sugar gliders? I don't think I would ever have them, but they're definitely fascinating, I would say. No ferret wheels. Can you do more reaction videos? Depends. What do you want me to react to? How much does a ferret cost? It really depends on where you're buying from and state, county, everything like that. Will ferrets use a pee pad if they're litter trained, or will I have to transition them? You generally don't have to transition them. They just know what to do, really. My parents are stubborn. Yeah, many are very stubborn, unfortunately. I don't know where you can find kits to raise because I don't know where you live. But check my ferret finder. Ugh, Keith is messaging me. Keith! You watching my live? Oh, I'm at 6.03K. That sounds about right. I was like, 6.3K? There's no way. Yay, I finally made it to your live video. Yay. Where did you get your parents? Where did I get my parents from? I don't know. I got them from the dump down the street. My dog catches my cats sometimes and he put them in his mouth and makes growling noises but never hurt them. So do you think my ferret would be safe with them? Big no. Big no. Don't let him do that. I wouldn't introduce them. Where's your ferret finder? It is on it's both on my Discord and it's also in the description of my recent YouTube video. What animal is venison? That's deer. Deer. Can you give me a cheesy puff? I love these things. That's true. Parents can be stubborn for a reason. Ferrets are a lot of work and responsibility. I can't talk. Yeah, you have to think about, because a lot of parents, if they say no, it's because they don't, like if you're too young, they're ultimately the ones responsible, right, financially. So they might not, you know, have the money right then. They might not want that responsibility, which is perfectly fine. So you also have to respect that. Sometimes they climb furniture. Please stop asking me how can I find a kit to raise. I don't know where you live. Can ferrets have rabbit? Yes, they can have rabbit. They can eat rabbit. They can't play with rabbit. Just wanted to specify that. I'm getting a ferret soon. What should I get? My budget is $350. Your budget is $350 for what? Like their stuff? Because that's not a lot for a ferret. Ferrets can eat fish, and it's very beneficial in a raw diet. Are you vegan or vegetarian? If so, how do you prepare a raw diet? I am vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for 22 years. I have never eaten meat on purpose. I have to say on purpose, because there have been times I went to a restaurant and there's been like meat in something that I ordered. But I've never had meat before. And at first it was really difficult to prepare it, but I got over it really quickly, and now it's really whatever. I think I'd still have issues with like whole prey items, but I don't really feed a lot of whole prey right now, so it hasn't really been a problem for me. Yes, ferrets are expensive. Yes, you do have to wait 10 minutes to talk in Discord just to cut back on the amount of people spamming and stuff in there. I'm making a website that supports animals, but mainly ferrets. So what should I do or say on the website? I would say push adopt, don't shop for ferrets, or buy from reputable breeders. Have a link to ferret shelters, talk about nutrition, health. Just make sure not to like talk about things that you don't really know about, you know. Don't just make sure you do your research before you display things as facts, if you know what I'm saying. I'm a vegetarian too. That's awesome, Teresa. One of my ferrets has gotten pheasant bones stuck in her teeth twice while eating mince. She's never had the issue before and she needs help to get it out. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I think pheasant bones are a little dense. Denser than what they're used to. So that may also have something to do with it. But yeah, that happens, and usually it's not a problem. They can get it out. Which state do you leave? In which state do you leave? I leave in New York. I'm also vegetarian. That's awesome. I'm 22 years old. What's my email? It's patsutheferret@gmail.com. Yes, you can feed your ferrets deer meat. Just make sure that you freeze it for like 3 weeks before feeding it, because in some areas deer can have certain parasites, so you want to freeze it first to kill any of that bad stuff. Any tips on stopping my ferrets from pooping under my bed? I've tried putting blankets under, but Sneaker did not care. Have you put honestly, sometimes you can't stop them with that kind of stuff. Just learn to live with it by like putting pee pads under there instead of like a litter box if they don't want to go in a litter box under there, or if you can't fit one under the bed, I'd say just lining it with pee pads is like the only thing that you can really do, unfortunately. Apparently a lot of people don't know that ferrets are sensitive to scents. Ferrets are very sensitive animals. They have sensitive stomachs, they have sensitive respiratory systems. They're a mess. They're a mess, an animal. I'll let my ferret free roam in my room all day. I don't have a cage. Thanks for telling us that it's possible and it's actually recommended there, sadly. Yeah, a lot of people think that they're caged animals when they're really not. It's just the way that they're marketed. Do you think you're the biggest ferret channel on YouTube? I don't think so. If you guys want to fact check that for me. I don't think so, though. I have you in my contacts as ferret help. That's cute. Why don't I have you as a mod, Carlos? You used to be a mod. Unless you're a different Carlos. Are you my mod, Carlos? Is vegetarian where you don't eat meat? Yes, I don't eat meat. But I still eat dairy and stuff. And fish. I don't eat it often, though. I tried to be vegetarian, but I had to go to the ER. I was shaking dizzy. Sounds like you were probably deficient in some things. As vegetarians, we tend to be deficient in some things if you're not eating like a lot of whole foods, which I don't eat a lot of whole foods, sadly. So I have to take a lot of vitamins. I take a B12 supplement, I take iron, fish oil, vitamin D3, stuff like that. Yes, the ferrets are sleeping. There is Exotic. She has a lot of followers, but I don't think that she posts like animal content for all animals. Can ferrets catch germs from dogs that would make them sick? They can catch ringworm, I'm pretty sure, from dogs. And Giardia. Oh yeah, and canine distemper. That's the big one. And rabies. And rabies, I think. You're by far the best ferret channel I found. I look up ferret videos every day and a lot have inaccurate information. Thank you, Ivy. Yeah, there are some pretty scary stuff on YouTube. Oh, Carlos. So you're not the Carlos that I know. You're a different Carlos. That would make sense because then it would say that you're a mod. I'm a vegan and have been for 6 years. I've been vegetarian for 10 years prior. That's awesome. I'm very impressed. I was vegan for 6 months, I think. But unfortunately, I'm allergic to a lot of vegan food, like plant milks. A lot of nuts and seeds trigger my reactions. A lot of vegetables trigger my reactions on my skin, unfortunately. So I'm an unhealthy vegetarian now. I think Joey the Trained Ferret is the biggest ferret channel. Yes, that sounds about right. She doesn't have ferrets anymore, though, sadly. I think, is that the one with the, she's like training her fish? That's awesome. I think that's who it is. Happy almost Easter, y'all. Yeah, happy Easter, guys. I wish I could go home and spend it with my family, but sadly, no one can really go anywhere. For my website, could I put that I'm selling a cage? Also, I can't be vegetarian while I tried. Also, do you give your email because you don't like to give your phone number out? Yeah, I've never really thought about it. I get so many messages on Instagram that I think if I were to give my number out, that would be not good. So, yes, I have an email for that reason. I think pee pads are better than litter boxes, just in my opinion, in my like setup that I have. I don't know if you're the biggest ferret channel, but in my opinion, you give the best advice about ferrets. So yeah, I would say that your channel is the best ferret channel. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Yeah, Joey did pass away. I was very sad to hear that. Yeah, nuts are a huge part of a vegan diet. That is true. Aw, bye, Black Horse Raven. Thank you for staying. Can we have a ferret play date? Sure. I wish I could meet you in real life. Maybe someday I'll do a meetup or something. That concept makes me nervous, but maybe someday. Yeah, I have a lot of DMs. I answer my DMs now on Sundays. Because I don't like spending a lot of time on my phone. Like, gives me a headache. The screen. I'm a baby. So I answer DMs on Sundays now. How can I train my ferret to do tricks? Well, for Pazu, I would just take a treat. And a lot of ferrets do well if you direct them. So, like, if you're trying to teach them how to roll over, you know, take the treat and, like, do this shape. And then they'll, like, follow it with their mouth. And then eventually you can put a name to it or a word to it, like roll over. And yeah. Pretty easy for ferrets. Have you ever been to Florida? No, but that's funny because just yesterday I was saying how I wanted to move to Florida. I don't know why. I don't know. People in Florida just look happy, so I just want to live there. I'm sick of being cold all the time. And we get really bad snowstorms here. Although in Florida, I'm pretty sure you get floodings. You get flooded. I don't know if I'd want to deal with that either, though. I am in America. I wish I was older so I could be your friend. Also, if I texted you on Insta, will you answer? Everyone's my friend here. And yeah, if you message me on Instagram, you might not get an answer from me until Sunday. That's when I answer. I taught my ferrets how to stand and now I'm working on spin. That's so cute. Please give a shout out to my dog Lemon. I love that name. That's so cute. I live in Canada. I would love to live in Canada. Oh, you guys get hurricanes too? That makes me a little nervous. I like the area that I live in, New York. We don't get like anything except for snowstorms. We don't get hurricanes. We don't get tornadoes. We don't get... What are other things you can get? We don't get tsunamis, obviously. So I feel very lucky. We do get lightning storms and stuff, which can be scary, but since moving here, we've had like one lightning storm. And we had one snowstorm, like in this area in New York. Where I used to live in New York, where my parents live, we get like so much snow up there. My nephew's grandma passed away and left behind her 7-year-old male ferret. He is so sad. Do you think it would be a good idea to bring my ferrets to play with him? Yeah. If that ferret has been to the vet recently, that's definitely something that you could do to cheer up the ferret. I know you're vegetarian, and I'm sorry if this makes you disgusted, but if I go hunting, can I feed it whatever I kill? That's funny. You don't have to feel bad for making me, you know, for saying that kind of stuff. I literally, like, I spend time, like, chopping up duck heads and, like, rabbit bones, so it doesn't really faze me anymore. But yes, you can feed your ferrets what you hunt. Just make sure that you freeze it for a long time, and make sure that you check in your area if, like, any of that wild game is susceptible to certain parasites and stuff. That's always good to know. Apparently it snowed in New York the other day. Did it snow where you are? No. I live 4 hours away from where I grew up, and there it's always snowing all the time, like really bad. Here, we've gotten like nothing. It's insane. I kind of miss it, in all honesty. What's it like living in New York during Corona? Yeah, it's not a great place to be right now. Especially where I am. I'm about like 2 hours outside of the city. So people around here are pretty, they're pretty worried. For sure. But try not to go anywhere. But there are a lot of people that are out like walking on the trails and stuff in like big groups of people. So there are clearly some that don't really care. Can you feed your ferret strawberries? Absolutely not. Why are 99% of my favorite YouTubers American? I'll never get to see you IRL. Oh, I'm sorry. I do want to travel someday, though, to other countries. I've never been to, like, anywhere else. Oh, your real name is Maddie? That's really good to know. Ferrets cannot catch the common cold, though. For, training, I just use raw treats, like, just their normal food. They love it so much that I can use it as treats. I do have a video on litter training rainbow sheep if you're interested in watching that. In Maryland, I don't know why I said Maryland. In Maryland, the weather is so nice. It's like 60 to 70 degrees right now. I have been to Maryland. I went to an anime convention there, and it was a lot of fun. Lemon is a mutt and she has a white star on her chest. That's so cute. My mom is half and half on getting a ferret because she wants one, but her friend said they're awful, but I told her that's not true. That's sad. Have her watch some ferret videos with you. That is very true. I do have a lot of videos on like the basic questions that you guys have. What cleaners do you recommend for ferrets? That's a good question. I only use a mixture of vinegar and water, like just white vinegar and water, and I put it in a spray bottle, and that's what I use to clean, like everything. I would love to meet you, but I live quite far. Portugal, that's awesome. Everyone, put the country that you live in. I would love to see where you guys are at. Ferrets cannot eat any fruits or vegetables, no. Did you try or go to college? I did. I went to one upstate for a semester, and just for liberal arts, and I really didn't like my roommates, and I didn't like being away from home. So it was just one semester, went back home, started doing college there, and I also didn't like it. So I didn't end up finishing. But towards the end, I was just doing online, so I'm pretty close to finishing. I just need to, you know, just do it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. USA, America, Canada, Atlanta, Georgia, Canada, Italy, Italy, the UK, Portugal, Belgium, Arkansas. Why did my voice just crack there? That was weird. Texas, Virginia, UK, USA, France, Texas, Florida, Pennsylvania. You're close to me. Florida. What's my favorite anime? I really like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That is my favorite. And I also like Kami-sama Kiss. Two very different animes, but Virginia. It's awesome. In the future, would you consider collaborating with the channel Duke It Yourself, aka Kenya? I would love to see you and Kenya in a video together. I would love to collaborate with Kenya. But she lives, like, in Canada, but, like, all the way on the other side of the country. So I don't know if I could ever meet her in person, but I would love that. Long Island. That's where Brian's from. Originally from Miami, Florida. A lot of people from Florida. How do you guys like it down there? That is really far from my family, though, so I don't know if I'd actually ever move there. Texas. A lot of Texas people, too. Can you give a shout out to my dog, Crumble? That's so cute. Michigan. Toronto. North Carolina. Ohio. I hope I get to meet you. That would be awesome. I would love to do a meetup someday. Or maybe there'll be like a big pet expo or something. We can all go to the pet expo. That'd be cool. Alberta, Canada. Now that's a place that I really want to go. Also from Ohio. Do you think it'd be okay to take a ferret to the beach or lake? Sure. Just be careful with certain lakes. I don't know if it's like still a problem or if it was only here. I don't think it was only here. But a lot of lakes had like a toxic algae or something like over the summer. And a lot of dogs died from swimming in lakes or ponds or whatever it was. So I would just be cautious of that. Florida's okay, but it rains a lot. But is it warm? I just want to live somewhere warm. Like really bad. Another Maryland. Ohio. So many Ohio people. Am I the only one who lives in Belgium? Haiti. Awesome. Please come to Maryland. Where did I go in Maryland? Ocean City? Is that in Maryland? Let me see. I might be dumb. Is Ocean City in Maryland? Yes, I went to Ocean City too, and that was fun. I always lived in Florida, but my family's from Connecticut. Awesome. My horse is from Florida, and I live in Idaho. Awesome. More Ohio people. South Central Indiana. Blue-green algae, very toxic. That's what it was. Blue-green algae. Something. I don't know. Over the summer, it was insane. Are any of your family members watching? Lily and my mother are watching. Maryland is warm. Awesome. Texas is also warm. Ohio is perfect. It's really warm in the summer and cool in the fall and colder in the winter. Wow, Ohio sounds good too. My ferrets love to go to the beach. Have to take them in the coolest part of the day though because it gets too hot for them. Yeah, I guess that would be the only, you know, downside of living in a hot area. My ferrets would probably not like it as much. Rescues in Italy don't allow surgical neutering because it's seen as unhealthy in the long run. They're really strict about chemical neutering. Wow, that's really interesting, actually. I didn't know that Italy had that rule. It's very warm in Florida when it's not raining. I want to live there. Brian? I don't think Brian wants to. Some places in California are pretty warm. I couldn't live there though because they don't allow my ferrets, so I wouldn't be able to go to California. Washington, that's cool. If you live somewhere cold, don't go to Texas. You'll be dying from the heat. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go from a really cold place to a really hot place. Maybe something in the middle. I wish I was your friend. Everyone's my friend. Can you wish my hamster a farewell? My hamster's time is near. I don't know why, but when I watch your videos, she goes crazy, and I let out once when I was watching you, and she watched my phone until the video ended. That is the cutest and saddest thing I have ever heard all day. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your your hamster too. That's really unfortunate. Where are your ferrets? They're sleeping in the closet behind those doors. They might come out soon. Ohio sucks in my opinion. Oh, okay. That's good to know. It's all corn. That's funny. I said this before and I'll say it again, but I love your glasses. Thank you so much. I keep saying that I want new glasses. I used to have like Harry Potter glasses, like the just straight up round Harry Potter glasses, and I really like those. But a lot of people said that they didn't look good on me, so I don't know if I'd get them again. No, don't let your ferret swim in the ocean. I'm sorry if this is the same thing as hunting, but if I catch a fish, can I feed them that? Yeah, you can. You probably still should freeze it though. And I guess it depends also on the kind of fish. Just Google, you know, make sure that fish is safe for like dogs and cats to eat, and if it is, then it's probably safe for ferrets. It's kind of boring. Lots of corn. That's funny. I put your videos on my TV with your ferrets, etc. And my dogs sit with me and watch very attentively. That's cute. Greenland, Troy, you said that you were from Haiti earlier. I don't know if I believe you. England. Aw, sad I live in California. Is Enzo your friend? Yeah, everyone's my friend. Thank you, Nicole. My ferrets love your videos and watch them all the time with me. That is so cute. That makes me so happy. Ferrets can swim, but they're not very good at it. So don't, you know, force them to swim. Alberta is cold and warm, but in fall it's cold one day and warm another day. Yeah, that's New York. Cold one day, really warm the next, rainy the next, snowstorming the next, 70 degrees the next day. It's insane. Can I let ferrets live outside? I wouldn't recommend it in the States. It just doesn't work over here. I moved between Greenland and Haiti because of my mom and dad's job. It's always a struggle. Oh. Well, if that's the case, then I believe you. Once I made a big rice bin attached to my ferret's cage, but they started using the bathroom in it. That's both funny and also sad. I'm sorry. You can try to switch up what you put in the rice bin. Thank you, Bobby. I have to go, but congrats on 6K, and thank you for all your advice. Thank you so much. And goodbye. Your videos are one of the only things that can make me smile. Aw. That's both sad and nice. Will you ever go live on Instagram? I've been wanting to do that, but I just keep forgetting. If that's something that you guys want me to do, sure. Have you seen Creatures of Yuki on Instagram? Yes, I have seen them. Got some cool stuff on there. Canada likes to trick you. All the snow melts and makes you think it's gone until next winter. Then boom, snowstorm. Sounds about right. What states can I have a ferret? Most states. Some cities, though, they're illegal in some of the states. You can't have them in California or Hawaii. Depends where you are in Ohio. The fields are beautiful and the lakes are fun to swim in. People here love my ferrets and the corn is lovely. The corn is lovely. Is $1,000 for 2 vaccinated ferrets expensive? What does this mean? Like you're gonna get ferrets like off of Craigslist that are being sold for $1,000? If so, that is a lot of money. I make people mods if I like know them on Instagram, or if they help me answer people's questions in the chat. My hamster won't leave my phone. That's cute. My cat only has 3 legs. This guy came and yelled to my face that if my cat steps on his property again, he'll shoot her. And a week later we found... Oh my gosh, that's awful. That is like the worst thing I've ever read. I'm really sorry about that. At least she's alive, I guess. I'll give out new mods at the end of the stream because it's hard for me to do it on here. I have to like go into my account elsewhere and do it. So I'm like holding my bag of just like this. It's my treat. My fave. I'll probably go soon. Just so you all know. What's your next video idea? I know in Discord you were talking about social media misinformation. Is that still on your mind? I totally forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Well, I bounce between things. I wanted to make one on TikTok because there are some things that I want to talk about regarding TikTok. But I'm trying to figure out how to go about it. And then I decided I didn't want to do it anymore, and then I decided I did, so, like, I don't know. I don't even know. You can buy adult ferrets, that's fine. Surgical sterilization is often associated with renal problems. This is why in Italy we recommend the chemical one. That's good. I think, excuse me, I think some established breeders over here recommend the chemical castration rather than surgical. I don't have a TikTok, but I was going to talk about TikTok. Do you watch Riverdale? Yeah, I did watch Riverdale, and I didn't really like it. Test Brian on his ferret knowledge, but make the questions hard. I should do that, that's for sure. Good idea. Who is your favorite ferret? I don't have a favorite. Thank you, Hex, for subscribing. Alright, then I will make that video. Maybe that'll be my next video. Should I make a YouTube channel? I feel like I'm not very interesting though. Sure, make a YouTube channel. I don't think I'm very interesting either. But now I got all you guys watching me, so that's a big win. Big win for the boring girl. Netflix recommendations. Yeah, do you guys have Netflix recommendations for me? I'm all out of things to watch. Or anime. That'd be cool. Oh my god. Appa just slipped out of the room. Or out of the closet. Howl ate like all the food, so I have to make them more food. I don't know what he's doing. He's just sniffing around the plate. There's like one piece of meat left on there and he's not eating it. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, there he goes. Stranger Things. I did watch Stranger Things. Do you like stuff with crime? Not really. I haven't really watched many of them. Can you give a shout out to my bearded dragon Mushu? Of course. Hi Mushu. Cute name. I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, but I listened to your guys' recommendation last time and I watched 2 episodes of Inuyasha and I liked it. Wanted to tell you guys that before I forgot. Oh yeah, you know we were talking earlier how I walked my dog, ferret, and cat together. I got a picture of it. Can you see? You can't really see my dog, but my dog is here. That's my cat and that's Pazu. We walked them all together at the same time. 13 Reasons Why. I have not seen that one. What is this? Oh. Do you think Casper is a good ferret name? Yeah, I think it's a cute name, for sure. I've heard The Letter for the King is good. It's pretty short, though. I like What Happened to Monday on Netflix. That sounds familiar. There he is. He's back again. He is so big. I don't know if you guys can tell, but he's a big boy. I'm gonna have to make them more food. 13 Reasons Why is a bit intense. Yeah, that's what I heard about that show. You should watch Lock and Key. It's on Netflix. It's about these keys that they give you superpowers. It's really good. Yeah, you guys keep saying that it's good, so I'll check it out. My mom is mad that I didn't show the other picture she sent. It's a picture. I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to tell. It's my cat Dobby watching the ferrets play on YouTube, and he's like standing up on the thing and trying to play with my ferrets. He really likes them. But he's a weird cat. He's a weird cat. And my mom thinks that I don't like him, so I had to show him on here. My doggos' names are Molly and Jake. It's cute. You should watch Alexa and Katie. It's a kind of comedy show. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Let me check the Discord. I'm going to post the link one more time for you guys. So if y'all want to talk to me, go on the Discord. Oh my gosh, there's so many people that joined. Oh my gosh. A lot of people. Oh my god, there's so many messages. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Have you heard about Tiger King making an extra episode this weekend? I did not know that they were going to do that. Oh my gosh, you guys have 25 pets? That's insane. I have 2 dachshunds named Pudge and Doxy. That's cute. Can you shout out Enzo? He loves you. Hi, Enzo. I don't know how to work Discord. That's okay. You just go on there and then you can read what people say. Bye, Maddie. Out of curiosity, what are some other small exotic pets that you like and or want? I currently have 45 pets. I didn't know you had that many, Taylor. Oh wait, yeah, you got all those rattos, don't you? I would like a blue-tongued skink. I like blue-tongued skinks a lot. I like snakes. Probably... I'm like worried about a snake though, because like what if it gets too big and then I just need like, I have like this massive thing. But yeah, blue-tongued skink for sure. I would love to have one of them. When is the stream ending? Probably soon. 20 minutes maybe? I think joining that Discord was a mistake. I'm getting like 20 notifications. You can change your notification settings to have it muted if you want. Tiger King made me sad to see how some people treat those animals. Yeah, it made me sad too. I have a lab Newfoundland mix. Her name is Lucy. That's so cute. I love Newfoundlands. They're on my list of dogs, but they're big. They're big dogs. I had flying squirrels before. Dang. To all the ferrets and Bryn, excuse me, I say bye. I will. If you don't have a Discord and you still want access to like my ferret finder thing, you can just go into my YouTube on my newest video in the description and there should be a link to like the list. I am deadly afraid of snakes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They're not scary. They're just cute little noodles. I want a blue-tongued skink so much. Me too. I really wanted to have a ferret and I should start getting money, but I'm 13, so do you have any ideas? Guys, please be careful. Don't like go around and say your age, because anyone can be watching this video, you know, and you have to be very careful with the information that you put out there. We had a snake and had to get rid of him because he got too big. Yeah, I hear the females just like keep growing. Oh, my dad says hi. He's waiting for a hi. Hi, Dad. Oops. There we go. I have a Pomsky, a Pomeranian, and Husky mix. His name is Finley. That's cute. I've had 10 guinea pigs, 2 dogs, 2 hamsters, multiple fish, a bearded dragon, 4 frogs, and a toad. Dang. That's a lot of pets. I've been researching about ferrets for 2 years now. Awesome. "24 rattos, 13 mice, 4 ferrets, 2 rabbits, A cat and a dog. Skinks are so cool, but I don't think I could do reptiles. Their care just seems so weird. Yeah, it would definitely be a big, can't really call it a culture shock, but it would be a big shock for me to go from having like ferrets, dogs, cats to having a reptile. But I would love to have one someday when we have a house or my next apartment. You have a Weimaraner named Malfoy? He's amazing. That's so cute. Tell your family that I said hi. Well, they're watching this, so they'll see it. Skinks are great. That's great to hear. I kind of know about their care. I haven't looked into them recently because I don't plan on getting them soon, but can't wait to learn more about them. Yeah, something about female snakes or something that made them not appealing to me. That might have been one of them. Lucy is very furry. Oh, isn't very furry. As a Newfoundland, she looks like a lab but doesn't have a tail. Cute. What kind of camera do you use for recording? Well, here I'm using a webcam. It's the Logitech HD something, I don't know. And for my other videos, I just use my phone. I don't really have a camera right now. I used to have a really nice camera, but then it broke. So, and cameras are very expensive, so. Have you read Percy Jackson? I don't think I did. I don't think I've read it. Do you play video games? If so, what do you like? I do play video games. I play World of Warcraft. That's what I play mostly. I just like a lot of MMOs like that. I want to start playing Elder Scrolls Online, but I haven't decided if I want to buy it yet. But I think I will, because I'm getting very bored of WoW. I like The Sims. I used to play a lot of Overwatch. Yeah, a lot of different things, a lot of random stuff. What do you use to edit? I use Premiere Pro. Pretty nice. I like it. I'll probably go in a couple minutes, guys, just so you know. Just so you know. Oh, I love this kind of dog. Duck tollers. Have you ever seen a duck toller? They're so cute. Look at that. It's a pretty dog. Pretty dog. Do you only play on computer or do you have a console? Right now I just play on the computer, but we have a PlayStation 4, I think, and we have a Switch. What else do we have? I don't know. I used to have a lot of stuff growing up, but not anymore. Have you heard about Planet Zoo? Is that like the new Zoo Tycoon? I used to play Zoo Tycoon, and I think I tried Planet Zoo and I didn't like it. If you guys need help finding names, just like honestly just Google like name lists and then see what you like, you know, or you could do like names, like plant names if you like plant names, or like famous book names, stuff like that. There's lists of names everywhere. That's usually what I look at. My dream dog is a Samoyed and Alaskan Malamute and an Akita. P.S. I used to have flying squirrels. That's awesome. I really like Samoyeds too. The ones that I've met are very funny. Alaskan Malamutes are very big dogs. A lot of shedding, a lot of grooming. Same with the Samoyeds. Samoyeds require a lot of grooming, very expensive grooming. And Akitas a little less so, but still need grooming. Yeah, okay, it is the new Zoo Tycoon. I used to love Zoo Tycoon growing up. That was my game of choice for sure. I spent hours on that game every single day. I love that game. I have it. Maybe I'll play it sometime soon. Yeah, name themes are what I usually do. My dream dog's an Australian Shepherd. Those are good dogs. They're very smart. Very, very smart dogs, for sure. I'm getting tired. I'll probably go in a couple mins. I want a border collie and a corn snake in the future. Corn snakes are cool, and so are border collies. I used to want a border collie. If you decide to buy ESO, let us know so we can harass you properly. Yes, if you play ESO, I would love to play with you. I've been really bored and really lacking social interaction. Do you like that game? Because I'm really on the fence of getting it. My sister has it, not my young sister, my other sister has it, and she doesn't really like it that much, so, but message me like on Discord or Instagram if you have ESO and we can play together. That would be fun. Have you ever played Minecraft? I have. I like Minecraft. I do. Although when I get started like building something in that game, I spend hours. I spend hours on Minecraft and it's not good. Excuse me. There needs to be a ferret villager in Animal Crossing. That would be cute. That'd probably make me get one. I don't know what the username is on the Nintendo Switch. It's Brian's. I don't touch it. Someone's awake. Oh, Howl. Are you looking at all the food you ate? Fatty? Is Y-Song a good food? I do not like Y-Song. How many pets do you have? Well, I got my ferrets and then my dog at home, which I like to think is mine, but she's really not. I have a hedgehog. They're super fun, but it takes a while for them to get used to strangers. I'm not a huge fan of hedgehogs, to be honest, but a lot of people like them, so power to you. There needs to be ferrets in The Sims 4. I agree. There's a mod that you can get that, because you can have like those terrarium things, those like of small pets. There's a mod where you can have like a ferret in one, but I'd want like a ferret, running around my house with me. In The Sims 3, there's a mod that like makes the cat a ferret, and it's not exactly like the same, but it's still better than what The Sims 4 has, that mod for that. Yes, I agree that Y-Song is put on a very high pedestal and it's not a quality food. When you look at the back of the bag and actually dissect the ingredients one by one, it is not a high quality food. And also a lot of people have really bad, scary experiences with it, myself included, so. When are you going to do another live stream? I'm not sure. Probably sometime soon. I'll definitely message you on Discord. I haven't bought it yet because I'm in the same situation as you are. Still haven't decided yet. Yeah, now is the best time to buy it because I think it's on sale for like $8, $7. So, yeah, I'll probably buy it. I was debating buying it, and then Jenna Marbles posted a video on it, and I was like, gotta buy it now. Ferrets are better than hedgehogs, period. I appreciate the opinion. I usually just make a cat look like one. That's funny. I find it interesting, though, that The Sims 4, I like that they have, like, a raccoon and a fox. I think that those are really cool. And they look really good, too. Because, you know, it's The Sims, you know. But they look really good. I don't have to ask Bryn if he wants to do the ferret information video. I just make him do it. I see someone in the background. I hope you mean a ferret, not a person. There should just be Bryn in here. Do you have to feed your ferret raw food? Well, in my opinion, you should, for sure. What is your story with Wise Song? I have a blog post on it that talks a little bit about it, but my ferrets were like, I wouldn't say that they were sick, but Jesus Christ! Bryn! You scared the crap out of me! Not cool! Jeez! Anyways, I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't even know. Oh my god. So scary. Oh, they're trying to push the DLC. That makes sense. That makes sense. Anyways, what I was saying is Pazu and Howl had really bad diarrhea on Wysong. During this quarantine, I left my apartment and moved back home with my parents. My mom hates my weasel babies. I really want to go back home, but I don't think my parents are gonna allow it, so. Yeah, if I were to go back home, they would be back in my bedroom too, so I don't know if they would be super happy. They can play around in the house, but just I have to watch them. I'm sorry. That was probably really loud. Brian.
What?
They want to know if you're making ramen again.
What?
They want to know if you're making ramen again.
How'd they know?
They just said, Brian, are you eating ramen again?
That's crazy.
Are you?
I just put it in the microwave.
They know.
Wait till tell them I use the microwave.
Oh, yeah, not good.
Not good for you. I don't promote it.
Well, some ramen says you can microwave it. Can you post this after you're done? Yes, it will auto-post it for me once it's done rendering. You made me laugh so hard when you said you don't have to ask him. I can't do it. You should have listened to our conversation, me convincing him to let us keep Tanji. He was not happy. But I always get what I want, so... You have no idea what ramen is? That's insane. It's just like cup noodle, like noodles in a cup with soup and dried veggies in it and stuff. You should go live on Instagram this weekend. I'll definitely think about it. The key is if I remember. Or if I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online and I can't stop playing. We did get snow this AM, by the way. Okay, so apparently it snowed over there this morning. But it's melted. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go soon. Probably gonna start heading out. So say your goodbyes. I love Brian, he's so funny, but he's evil for scaring you. I agree. Yes, remind me to go live this weekend on Instagram. You have so cute cat limousines. Thank you. Excuse me. I have like the hiccups. But thank you guys so much for coming and watching today. And thank you for 6,000 subscribers. That's insane. And thank you for following me on Instagram, looking at my blog, all that stuff. I really, really appreciate it. Super, super duper appreciate it. Bye guys, thank you so much for coming today. I had a lot of fun on this stream. I think we had a lot of good conversations, a lot of good discussions. Can we see the ferrets before you leave? They're all sleeping. It would be so mean of me to wake them up and then just leave. Best way to cheer up our weasels during this hard time. Well, ferrets don't really know what's going on. It's not much different for them, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Oh, that's great that you guys had fun. Yeah, sorry, little Jackie. I am ending the stream. But apparently, oh, thank you. Apparently I'm going live on Instagram this weekend, apparently. So I will see you on my Discord. Don't forget to join that. And on Instagram live this weekend. Make sure you guys say that you watched my stream. Be stream buddies. All right. Bye, everybody.